on the line. So we're going to put it on the line. This is going to be a live video, although nobody's here. But actually somebody is here, and there's many here. The whole entire world is here. This is YouTube. It doesn't mean because I see an I that says 0, it doesn't mean that nobody's watching this channel. After being here for 18 years, and I still know I am not professional, not even close. But I tell the truth. I tell the story and a truth that I believe has never been told in a single package on a single station, but has been told in pieces and parts by 1,000 different TV stations that we turn the channel. But we don't see the head is chopped off. We don't see what's going on behind the scenes. Why are there so many programs? How can we keep up? And if we're going to keep up and we're going to comment and give our commentary of what's going on in all these programs, the big question is, what do you want to know? What is the interference in your life? What do you really want to know that you put absolutely no time to, but you're just looking for the answer from somebody else? So what do you do? What do you do? Do you search for the answers, or do you just go pray to God at church, whatever time you're praying to God? But are you putting an effort? Are you putting an effort? What is our life effort? What is our life effort to wanting to know? Who wants to know if there's the God, if Muhammad is on the other side? Do you want to know? Is it told to you that don't look for him or her or it? Don't look. Don't look. Should you not look? Are we allowed to look? Should we not look? But I have heard, okay, I have heard that you should look, and I've heard that you should not look. God says, do not look. Do not look for me, but you will find me, because every time you get the answer and you make the right decision, you have done it God's way. God's way is God's way, okay, is, see this line here? This is God's way. You go to both sides and both levels. You sink to the deepest seas to find balance. And then you bar it over here and over, and you make the decision. You bring everything up to a happy medium. And that is judgment. And you need judgment in order to find choice. You need to judge to make a choice. So judge to find choice. JC, Jesus Christ. 103. The combination of Mercury and Venus coming together or separated, and explain to you that I put this element and I put this element, right? In fact, I put one of these for two of these. I put one of these for two of these. I am in the gateway. I am the way. See, Venus, 1, 2, and 3, right? This is the rotator. If it was on Rubik's Cube, it would be the single color. These of Venus would be 3 colors, 3 representing Earth. The 4 corners altogether always represent Mars. But the question is, are we going to represent 4 and 4 and 4 and 4? What a sweet 16 of 9. So if it's a sweet 16 and 9, P16, I9, 44, 33. They made it so perfect that they have an answer for everything. Not me. I just find it. Here's 44, and here's 33. And in between 44 and 33 is 16, 25. 25 and 16, because that's the way these were created. Can you say in God's image, gates of the divide? Gates of the divide when you make it into a larger phenomenon. But when I break this apart, there are 26 elements and then a 6th element over here. The center connects to 6 dots, all individuals on their own. See, if I was to look at the invert of this one over here, green, right? If that's green, right? We know that green is opposite of yellow. No, sorry. We know that green is opposite of white, blue, right? Do you follow? Let me see if I can do this. Green and blue. So then I go to this corner and I say we have red, green, and white. So now I have to say the white is opposite of what? Yellow. And then I have the green, and that's opposite of blue. So that would be there, right? And then we have red, which is opposite of orange. So you see the orange is there, the red is there, right? Boom, boom. So that's how we're going to combine. Now over here, we have the orange and white coming together, right? And this side, we have the orange and green. So when you have orange and green, you have red and blue. Red and blue. So those are the 2 pills you have. So what combinates? What do we see in the world that comes together is green? And they're a 90-degree angle. They're not polars to each other, right? Just trying to understand this cube just a little bit better. The mathematics with pi is 16 and 9 equaling to 25. And the mathematics, the continuation, right, is 8 and 6. So where does this come from? 39, angel. 10, star is not 39. Star is 57. But S and T is 39. It's 39 and 15. How is it 15? Well, it is G and H, the 7th and the 8th letter. So the 7th and the 8th letter go together with the 20th and the 9th letter. The letter is, and the word is high. Did I write this? I wrote some, the 20th and the 19th letter. Did I get that? Hold on a second. Let me just. The 7th and the 8th letter to the 19th and the 20th letter. AI. H. AI. The only way to get 19 or to get 20 or to know the difference is by adding up 1 over to 18 equals to 19. When you do, actually, it's also 171. When you go 1 over to, just give me a second, sorry, it's 2 over to 19 equals 21, and that equals 231. Now you go 3 over to 20, and that is 23. And now when you add up 3, sorry, it's this minus 2, 229 is the 1 over to 18. Okay, what 2 over to 19 is 188. Did I get that right? No, 2 and through 19. It's 189. And 3 over to 20, 1 over to 20, 1 over to 20 is 210 minus 3 is 207. Difference of 18, difference of 18. Where else was I going with this? G and H is the 7th and 8th letter. S and T. So the 8 and the 9 are right over here as well. in order to create 19, you go 1 to 18. But until creation is made, okay, you must go over here, and then your mirror comes over here. This is where your mirror comes in. Jack, Earth. When you count 1 over to 21, 1 over to 18 is 171. 2 over to 19, or 1 over to 19 is 190. 1 over to 20 is 210. I'll show you how you get your answers. 1 over 21 is 231. Now, there's 3 missing here. 1, 2, and 3 equals to 6, so it becomes 225. There's 1 and 2 is missing is 3, so it's 210, it's 207. Only 1 is missing here. These are these answers: 9, 17, 18, 9, 7 and 2, 9, 5, 2 and 2, 9. Now, in order to bring this up to what they call your base creation is 3 cubes. Your 3 cube creation, the minimum is 3, the maximum is 18, and that is your blackjack 21. It's C-A-R, car, or the creation of the ark of Ra. That's what goes along with it. Why? This is the C, this is the 18th letter. 8 equals to the H. 1 equals to the A, the 18th letter equals to R. But we must include the J because the French say 10-8. The Hebrews say Yod, Aleph, Bet, Gimel, Dalet, Hey, Vav, Zayin, Chet. I think it's Chet. So they go Chet Yod. When they go Chet Yod at 18, they're calling on the student. Yo comes into the world. Mars and Earth comes into the world. This is the division 500. Free parking in Monopoly. Roman numerals 500. This is over here. 3 plus 3 is 6. 4 plus 4 is 8. This is the dividing gate, and the odds are place. Okay, place 6. This is the beginning. You must place 6 in order to get the proper payout. The minimum for the proper payout is 5 and 6. Why? Because the odds of these dice, when you go down to the North American casino, they will say place $6 on number 6 or number 8, and they will pay you back a $7 profit. So how do we get that? Is that 1 point what? 1.111? What is that calculation? 7 divided by 6 equals 1.1666. Times 6 equals to 6996. So they pay you out $7. So this would be 7 divided by 6 equals, and there's still 6 divided by 7 equals 0.85714. If you revert it, how much money did I make, or how much money did I gain per? I'm trying to figure which way it is. I'm gaining money, so I gain 1 point. But if I divide the 7 backwards, okay, to how many 7s are inside 6, right? Why would I calculate how many 7s inside 6? There's less than 1. So there is no 3, 6, and 9 inside of this one. So if I look at my schedule board for where is 3, 6, and 9, because of the Hebrew language, it taught me to deal with Chet and Tet. The reason for that is because when they count up to 10, right, they will go 10, 7, 10, 8, 10, 9, but they will go 9, 7, 9, 6. Let me show you in Hebrew, and I'll get that back with that in a minute. I'll finish this in Hebrew. Okay, Hebrew 10 and 9. Let me finish with my last page, and then I'll get on to this. So this is your maximum with your cube that you can get is 18. So here is your blackjack. What happens with 3 cubes? So what happens with 3 cubes? The first thing that happens with 3 cubes is there's 21 dots times 3. Dots, cubes equals to 63. There's 21 times 1 when it's 1 cube equaling to 21. 21 times 2 equals to 42. 2 cubes. 3 cubes is 63. But it's only till you get to the fourth cube. Whoop. It's only to when you get to the fourth cube. Do you complete a man's cycle? A man's cycle is the numeric value for man is 28. And then when I was younger and it stood in my head that man on the moon, General Electric. Let me just punch this in. Sometimes I don't want to write it out. No, not here. Let me see. Wow, I can't find it. General. Here. So we're going to put it in there, general. Whoop, didn't come in there. Let me see if I got that. Okay, let me see if I can get that. Let me put my camera stick up for a second. Whoa. Let me see if I can get my camera stick up there. 1 second. Can we see that? Just give me 1 second. So we can put in wow, it's not writing. How come? Did I pull out my plug for my, just 1 second. Where is my, why isn't my, hold on a second. I'm trying to work my keyboard. Just give me 1 second. I don't know why my keyboard's not working. Okay, just give me a second. I'm trying to fix this here. Just give me 1 second. Why is the keyboard not working? Why is the keyboard? Just give me a second. I'm trying to figure out where my keyboard is. Let me see if I can put it in the back of the computer. Yeah, I could. Okay, got my keyboard working. So now we're going to go over here, and I'm not sure if you can see it properly. We're going to put General Electric Silver Gold Farm 9 to 5. Okay, we're just going to work with that. Oh, corporal. So I'm not sure if you can see that close. I don't know why it's so bright. Can I just, maybe I can put it a little bit closer. So, oh, maybe I can make the screen bigger. Yeah. Oh yeah, that'll be easy. So now, just let me just, hold on a second. Let me see. Okay. So now you have General Electric Silver Gold Farm 925 Corporal. General is number 62. Electric is 75. The total is 135. Whoa, we're not even writing this properly, eh? General Electric. And remember, there's codes and artwork for designs, right? I mean, there's codes and there's art. I mean, if you have an electrical sign, you have a logo for it, or there's codes. You have general. There's a code in the Army for general, electric, corporal. Gold is AU. Silver is AG. You know, you want to go with silver AG. So what happened is they just talked about this this Ankh, and this Ankh is right here, which means man has fallen. Would you like to call him Mr. Humpty? That's what we're going to call him. Man has fallen. Now the next question is, how do we know it's not the woman that has fallen? What is going on right now in question of the moon? The numeric value for man, okay, for man is number 28. But man also runs the cycle of the moon, but it is woman that follows the cycle of the moon. Woman is 66, as 38, the numeric value for gold. And for farm, the arm, Mars, the life of birth. Mars would be with an S. This is with an F. So if I just put an S over here with the word farm, right, I would just have to reverse it and we can have Mars, born to EI, O. O representing Mars, born 5 to 9 and 5 to 9. EINSTEIN, in the spirit of 1776, or just not saying 17 because 17 and 17 and 17 equals to 33 in the creation of 51. Mars is our gateway. The multiplication tells us about, first of all, AG. It also tells us about, as it tells us about AG, it also tells us about GH. It is within B, the house of Bait, that resides, okay, that resides the A. But when it resides the A, it resides in G. It is 3, 1, and 3 that reside. When you take this cube out and you see the 3, and you see the 1, and you see the 3, you actually see 3, 1, 3, 1, 3, 1, all around 1, 3, 1, 1, and 1. But just like the tire on the road, only one area is sitting on the road. The point is gone. Everything else is round, but this point is gone. It's flat. So we have to have an understanding of perspective, just like when I roll that dice. No matter what position you put it in, okay, as long as I can catch a corner over here, right? And as long as I can see this like this, I automatically know that the 5 is here, that the 2 is on the other side. I automatically know, okay, that when the 6 is up this way, I automatically know it's the 4 and 1 over here. I automatically know that when the 5 is here, the 2 is here, the 6 is here. I automatically know 4 sides. 5 and 6 is a reflective of 1 and 2. So you already know everything just by seeing 2. So it can be straight up. Here's your Rubik's Cube. Like I said, you have 3, 1, and that 3, 1, or 13, 31, 13, or 31, 13, 31 equals to 57 equals to 75. This is your male. This is your female. Now, because I've learned new things in numbers, and the female is 5 and the male is 7, this is not in singularity. There's 2 of them here. Might be talking about the beta world, although they're next to each other, right? When they're next to each other here, or they're next to each other, when they're next to each other here, these 2, or they're next to each other here. Or is it separated here? Because you don't see any of that. On the dice, you always see full separation. Never just these 2. Can it be these 4 with that dot counting in between the cracks? Can we be counting this as in between the cracks 9, meaning that there's just 4 areas? Because I'm going to give you a new perspective to this. I can say all these black holes, right? But if I did that, it doesn't work out. Not unless I put it this way. Then these black holes run in between the lines. If I put it this way, these black holes would go right on through, and this one would go out the other side. Not sure if you're really understanding. It's a poor explanation, but I'm going to go back to this. The multiplication and the addition of these numbers will create G and H. The total will be 15 from 8. And in your freedom creation 55, 5 by 5 is 25. 5 plus 5 is 10. And the total is 35. That's your separation creation. That's your divided creation. So what happens with this? Well, 3 by 5, 3 times 5, 15. And the letters are ho. So now you're going to have ho, ho, ho before you flip over. And from ho, 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 you get 69. You have one more ho, and you have 92. You have the IT system birth of Ra in Venus, in the house of Venus, birth in Venus, igniting this whole 2 over here. Where do I get this? The mathematics come out to this. How do I prove the mathematics? Let me get into this. Hold on a second. Each one of these has a value of 23. When I add one more, the 4th one for the mirror, I get 92. But in base rotation, it's 69. It's 3 hoes before the mirror. Let me see if I got this. Yes, it's right over here. See what happens if you have these 4 cubes, right? This cube, the 4 cubes. You have 21, you have 84. So what happens? Man is number 28. Woman is number 66. So we have woman 66, man 28. So I'm running the 28 cycles of the moon. So if I run the 28 cycles of the moon, I get 3 moons for 4 cubes, 3 balls, 4 strikes, 4 balls, 2 strikes for 4 cubes, giving me the 84-day rotation cycle. Pluto. E-I-E-I-O, 9 lives of the cat, 42. Blackjack, the student of 77 of Christ and matter. Where does this come from? It takes 7 times 7, 7 plus 7 in order to create 1 and 4, 5. 4 and 9, 13. 1 and 3, 4. So 4, back to Mars, equates to what is 13 or 31 for the 7 months of 31 days. To where there are 26 days in every single month. 26 days and then 7 times 5 days. And then there's 30 days. Then there's 26 days and there's 4 times 4 days. Born into the passage of the sun or into the foxhole, into the V. In the army, they use this word, the fox pass. They were born into the V. They were born into Aries. And the ram, born into Mars. EIEIO also can stand for the NFL 50-yard line. Because when you add 7 and 9 equals to 16, 1 plus 6 equals to 7 is the same thing as adding 7 over 0 equals to 7. Same answer. But we add it up to the next level. So when we add it up to the next level, we only live on the prime level where we are in the gate. We're connecting to us. We are in the gate. Without us, there is nothing. You are not walking, creating a shadow if you are not here. Tree as life has a shadow. Everything that stops the energy, right? I mean, I don't know if I'm saying it right. So it gets inverted from a 9 because the 9 is your birth into 6. Now I'm going to try and see if I can explain these next 2 pieces. One is about, yeah, I like this 7 and 9. I'm going to get to that in a minute. It's about gold, right? Silver and gold. Gold is number 38. Farm is number 38. Woman inside W and O is number 38. So to add the woe onto man, you are adding the gold, you are adding the farm. Like I said before, in the word farm, all you have to do is change the F for the S. The S is the AI in the 6th light. Remember, before you write a book, you need the paper, you need the pen, you need the idea. So nothing happens until you get to a certain number after the first. Did you do step 1, step 2, steps 3, step 4? Well, step 5 is 1, 2, 3, and 4 inside all the steps. So you have, let me see. Right, you have Hebrew. Where was I going with this? So inside a woman. So my next question is, how far do I have to go to where 66 fits into the moon cycle? And before I get to that, let me just say one other thing. 66 can be inverted to 96. It could be 99, and now it comes out of Jupiter. 99. Why did I say 99? There was another reason for that. Yes. The reason is, where am I? Which page was I on? The reason for 99, because it is 3 times 33 equaling to 99. So what is 99? It's 33 and 21. That if I should take out a pen and I should make as many spots on here as there are on here, how many spots would I create? Well, this is the way it would work. Here is 9, and there are 6 sides equaling to 54, 33 and 21. So that means what is woman at 66? It's going to be 66 to what is 99, being 2/3 and 1/3, because it is the ring and the pole, the 1/3 and the 2/3 that turns between the whole. Jupiter, 13. The word 13 equals to 99. Teen equals to 44 for space. Teen space. And 13, the THIR, time, heaven, born into the sun, is 55. The month of December, the 12th month. We didn't do General Electric. I didn't speak yet. I didn't finish with the woman. So now, how many moons do we need? We have 84 and 84. 66 times 28 equals 1848. That is the 1848, and then there is 924. 924, that would be beautiful if that divides by 66. It does. 14 times 66 times 66 equals 924 divided by 28. Please tell me. 33, perfect. 33 by 28. Is there any other number? Can I go 7 by what? 7 by 14, 14. What else equals to 928? What else is there? Half of 928. 928, oh, 928 is the Porsche, right? And the reason for that is the 9 days of birth of the 28-day cycle. That's why I use it. 92 is your birth into the IT system, to the cycle of the high heavens. 9 and 8 is the high heavens. The cycle of man is 28. 8 by 9, 8 plus 9 is 72 and 17. And this is your Q gate to the house of Bait. Right over here. Right here. These two, and this empty space over here, that's encompassed with the rest, but it's encompassed in a void. The black hole shows no energy. Is it a place to put a spot for life? Because they say X marks the spot. So this would be 35, 45, 55. Is that 70? 20, 35, and 35. That's 70. And the thing about this is it's both darts, 1 through 15, and pull, 1 through 20. And if I add 1 through 5, I'll equal to 15. And if I add 2 through 6, it'll equal 20. And darts and pull are these 15 balls in the 20 areas and darts. So these two will answer one question. This will answer my next question. Then if I add 1 through 15, it equals to 120. And if I add 1 through 20, like I marked up here, it equals to 210. Agenda 201, agenda changing of the guards. Changing of the guards. This is the guard. You ever think of what a guard is? So now we go 928 divided by 2 equals 464. Now, this would be lovely if this fits. Zion, Israel. 450 divided by 66 equals. No, it doesn't fit, but it just shows me creation in 30, which is really cool. Now, we're going to leave that out for now. So we got our answer over here. And these two together, 47 is time. Time in Uranus. This one should be averaged out and multiplied by that. So if these two actually average out, is that the calculation? Just let me do something. 66, 76, 86, 94, right. So let me see something, 47. So 47. Wow, time after time. I already seen that before. So 14 times 66. Give me a sec. 14 times 66 equals 924, and 924 equals to 1848. Area space dividing night and day. Pluto ring. There's a whole bunch of stuff in there. Here, these two is the divided mirror house of Mars, 848. The 8th planet, Neptune. We're divided by the rivers of Neptune or the oceans of Neptune. 8 and 8 is Pegasus, 88. It is also red and blue. So what is red and blue? Is in our veins, in our blood. Why is it red and blue? Red and blue creates purple, creates 88. It also says window. Windows 98. Windows 98, Windows 10, A, B, C, D, 10. Or Windows 11, EF for the 6 sides of the dice. 11 and 10, When they come together, it equals to 102 Valentines, or again, agenda 102. Not sure if I did this whole thing. EIEIO. The clock runs at EIEIO. It also equals to 14 and 14. And the word Einstein, EIN, it equals to 9 and 5 and 14 and 9 and 5 and 14. 14, 14. EN, IEN. Well, it should be the other way around. The way in. IN, IN. This over here is 44. The same thing for space. STE is also space. Silver is 85. We'll create 53. And at the same time, guess what? It represents the CFL, the creation of the angled light. And this also creates the same numeric value. And the result is ho, ho, ho. 15 and 8. 6 and 8 at the gate. 15 is equal to 6 and 8 is equal to 8. I only need a singular number for both of them. There's only one heavens and there's only one life that passes the heavens. But we have to hook it up because you're always hooked up, right? Always hooked up. Let's see if I can take this to the next area where, yes, I was talking about General Electric. And the thing about electric, it's number 75. Moon is 57. And just to know if you're thinking about AI, well, AI and AI and AI equals to what is 57, but it's the letter S, 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 the 19th letter. The reverse of that is 8H, 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 and that is 24 to the 24-hour gateway in the day. 2 times 4, 2 plus 4 is the division between 8 and 6. Go to any casino and ask them about the 6 and the 8. You pick up 2 dice and you flip it upside down. Remember I spoke to you about 51 and 26? Well, you pick them up 26-8 to 51-6. And now I'm going to tell you that all the way around these dice, on this one over here, you'll see everything but the 5. So the total of this dice over here, 2 dots, and the rest of the dice is going to equal to 2 dot, 5 down is going to equal to 16. So you pull a card. If we had the 1 up, okay, you would have 20 and you stand on the 1 dot. If you had 2, you'd have 19, you stand on the 2 dot. And if you had this one, you have 18 and you stand on the 3 dot. And if you had, now I have to go polarize, I have to flip it all the way upside down. And now I have 17 and I stand on the 4th dot. But 5 and 6, I will have 16 pull, and then I will have 15, and this is the 5th and the 6th dot. Meaning that if this 6 is down, right, then the 1 is up. This is down. Down, 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 down. And we can also call it ass position because it's sitting on its butt. So this one over here, you would pull. Now the thing is, you would stand if the dealer shows a 6, a 5, a 4, a 3, or a 2. If the dealer shows any of these on this, you will stand. Not pull, you will stand versus the dealer's cards. Now it gets questionable, okay, when you come down the line, because once you get the 14, right, which you cannot get it on this cube, 14, 13, and 12. You can get the 12 by dots using 2 cubes, Okay, you can get to 12 by using 2 cubes, but not using 1 cube. So you get to 12, it doesn't happen. So how do I make 14, 13, and 12 happen? Well, you can make it happen with this one over here. You see, when you have the 2 dots, you have the 7 void. Number 13, you have the 1 dot and the 8 void. So if we would be removing from the total of the 21 dots and now starting to count, but once you have the 1 dot, you're talking about the ace. So your whole card changes within over here. And if you have 12, you can have any one of the cards, but we always have to figure out the best scenario for us in order to do this minimum maximum calculation. So there is nothing. It's just a void. So the base of all creation starts at 12 because there's no possibility on this cube. Okay, but the entire dot creation, what the cube is used for, this is your base cube, and this is also where the male and the female do exchanges. It's the separation in the alphabet. 9, 7, and 5. The mathematics with these 3, and the total is 21. 1 times 4, 1 plus 4, 5 and 4, 9. 1 times 3, 1 plus 3, 3 and 4, 7. 1 times 2, 1 plus 2, 2 and 3, 5. So we got 4, 8, 11, 5, 6, 7, 10, and 11 is what we got. Or whatever it is, I could have did it. 1 times 4 here. 1 times 3, see the 3 should have went here, and the 4 should have went here. 1 times 2, the 2 should go here, and the 3 should go here. So actually it's 9. We have 12 on one side. We should have 12 and 9. 12 on one side and 9 on the other. The letter I and the letter L come together. The last piece I wanted to talk about, and I already started, it was in Hebrew with Yod. Again, another pen. It's about Yod. I know I'm going quick. Nobody's here. Sometimes I just, lose my wanting to be here. So we're going to leave this for the next video, Yod and Tate. We're going to leave Yod and Tate for the next video on counting. Also, we're going to leave for the next video about 7 and 9 on the telephone and how it's related to the months. The 7th and the 9th month, and 60 plus 10, and 4 times 20 plus 10. And this is where 11, 12, 13, and 10 all come out. Very special numbers, what goes on with this, according to counting in French. And I want to thank you for watching this video. Remember, from the farm we are, in the hands of Mars. And we have to understand that if we're looking, what did we come here to learn on this planet? Who wants to know where we came from? Are there any answers out there that can be more concrete? Or is there a story out there that we can listen to that will give us, it's just crazy, that will tell us a story. Forget about anything else. This is the story of words. Raphael 7286 and a constellation of Pegasus. Thank you for watching this video. Ask me anything. Not sure I'll have the answer for everything, but if it's numerically or if there's a calculation in it, I'll take a good look at it and see what we can come up with. Thank you for watching this video.